being so quiet. Sneaky, 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 sneaky. And
I'm just gonna have Randy talk about my silence.
Mm-hmm. No, we just need Randy. We need Randy to talk more shit about Chris. That's what we need.
There's a hush on the crowd. Chris is being very quiet right now. Jason's doing a good job of being quiet too, and so is Aster.
okay, let's do an intro then. Hi, and welcome to Adventures from the Shed, Adventures from the Stream Live. We are coming at you on YouTube and Facebook Live, and of course you can catch us later on both platforms. We're back after a week off, back to a normal every other week schedule. We're going to be continuing in our Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition world of Koradjis. We're going to go around this virtual table and say hi. Let's go.
Hey, it's Chris. I'm playing Alset Alakin, the Gnome Warlock. That's all I got.
That's about all I have every week, so you're good.
Good man.
Hey, it's Aster. I'll be playing Aster Ashworthy, the Halfling Paladin. Half the time I have to read that.
Hi guys, it's Randy. I play Tusk, the half-orc barbarian, half-werewolf, whatever. He opened a door, or figured out how to open a door. So let's do this.
Okay, yeah, and I'm Jason. I'm playing Marty Shimmerwick, the Tiefling Sorcerer and largest proponent of Crimson Minotaur drinks.
Yeah, and I am Joe. I'm the Dungeon Master for this adventure. When we last left off, we were doing things, and as we pick it up this time, Aster will give us a recap.
Yeah, you picked the worst person, so,
Previously on Adventures from the Stream.
We did cool stuff, and now we're here.
Yeah, Chris should share his notes with you, because he has notes, but he's not going to talk, so we're cool.
Yeah, we did not kill the big scary water hydras. Did, however, do the cool blowy uppy energy drink elemental thing. Yeah. And then we got into the door, and then the end of the episode happened.
It was on the other side of the door.
A wagon that was destroyed with some bodies around it, though, too.
Yeah, but that was in the beginning of the episode. It's fine. Nobody needs to remember that part.
Yeah, you don't need a full recap, right?
It only got us here.
Marty cried a lot that last episode.
I mean, this is the worst thing that could have ever happened to any of us here. I mean, across our adventures here, yes, we've had a reunion of sisters. Yes, we've saved somebody from, a werewolf curse to a degree. And yes, we killed the Dracolich. But I mean, Fiend Energy is encroaching on our marketing territory. This is the worst thing that any of us could have ever imagined.
Your marketing territory.
Oh! Also known as Marty cried a lot last episode.
Tusk also works for this company here, so it's our marketing territory, Tusk.
Yeah, there.
Yeah, but Tusk didn't cry.
I mean, I have repurposed your boat as a Crimson Minotaur cruise ship, so I mean...
So we're going to take a look at that map that we were looking at last time. Let me unpause said game here. Pardon me. So for whatever reason, I'm going to have an intermittent cough tonight. Jason's got allergies, so we may catch a sneeze here or there. So bear with us as we struggle through the evening. We have our map here with... I'll zoom out a bit, but we arrived in a swamp area. And this was part of a map that we took from, forced away from that guy, that contact at the bar. I think you guys kind of roughed him up and took his map kind of deal. You took his lunch money too, I think.
No.
Bunch of bullies. But
you can't prove that.
Yeah.
No proof.
We so you follow the map to this area, and part of what was on the map was a description saying that out of these two little islands out here in the swamp, the one on the left is a laboratory, and the one on the right didn't really have anything written on it. Marty had flown up above, looked down through a couple of dirty windows up top, and saw a little bit of light in there. Inside, he saw one of what looks like a worker wearing a Fiend Energy Potion polo, essentially, marketing shirt. he was just sitting at the table eating his lunch. You guys were able to get past the 2 hydras, as Aster had mentioned, messed around with the Fiend Energy Potion Elemental, and made it go boom. And now you have just opened the main door. And as you did that, I will open up a little bit of what you can see here. At least I'll try to do this.
Battle music starts playing.
Pow! There we go. Okay.
Just a little saving icon in the corner.
Yeah, saving. Please wait. Okay. As soon as that door opens, pardon me, that guy and... Why can't you see that one? There's another guy sitting at the table too. I think he might be invisible. Let me there he is. Okay.
My God! All set. They have polo shirts that turn them invisible.
Yes, they're exactly camouflaged to their surroundings.
Oh my God! Look into that.
All those are lame. Let's make button ups.
But as the door opens, they just kind of turn and look, and then they just turn back. And one of the things you notice as soon as you step in, it is eerily silent in here. Like the place is soundproofed. You couldn't hear anything going on outside from inside. So they are apparently used to people walking in and out, because the guy just turns around, sees you all at the door, and turns back to his meal and continues eating. The same with the other guy at the table as well.
So even though I'm wearing brightly colored Crimson Minotaur robes that are very gaudy and, everything else, they're fine with that?
I thought it was super fashionable.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it absolutely is.
They're not wearing their glasses. They can't read it. It's fine.
Yeah. Perhaps they just don't notice enough or care enough.
Okay. All right, so
not
Marty's
flashy enough, Marty.
Marty's offended by this as he kicks the door open. And he assumes that as he walks in, people will recognize him and his greatness. And the fact that no one seems to do anything, he visibly gets upset. And he goes, "That's right, it is I, Marty Shimmerwick here to put an end to this particular thing. Whatever it is you're doing in this we're swamp. We're in the swampland, right? That's where we're at. Swamps, yes, swampland.
We're on break, eating lunch. What?
What are you eating here? What does this cafeteria serve?
Well, they bring in food. We just have some bread and soup today.
Yes. So this is. I look back and all said, "This is quite good, old boy. We have a much better cafeteria than them, apparently." Yes. Well, that's what I would expect out of a second-rate organization like Fiend Energy Drinks. Who's in charge here?
It's me. I'm the cafeteria.
I'm the lunch lady.
Spare no expense.
Margaret at the serving table. Leave us alone.
The supervisor's over in the lab.
That's an interesting accent. Where are you from?
The swamp.
Well,
That's how swamp people talk.
That's how swamp people. I had no idea. Aster, mark that down here. We might need to, do a kind of a bayou kind of energy drink for this particular part of town.
Yeah, this guy. So
some Creole spices.
There you go. If you ask him where he's from from the southern hemisphere, towards the left side of the map. I can't remember a good city down there, but he's from that area, southwest.
It's good. I love the accent. It's great.
Yeah.
All right, well, where's your supervisor? I demand to speak to him, her, it.
Well, go over to the lab. You must know where you are. You got
what else is in here? What are you doing in here? This seems to be... Is this a factory? Is there a basement? This doesn't seem like to be a big enough place for...
Looks like a nice lounge.
I mean, yes, it does look like that. It's not as nice as our lounge, though, right? I mean... Tuscan.
By the way, on the map, you guys can walk in if you like.
Okay.
I'm not stopping it because Marty already went in, right? If you guys want to walk in, I'll reveal more of what you can see in here.
I'm just gonna stand between them here on the table. As
the
I'm just describing things. I'll be like Aster and I mean Ali and.
Close enough.
Well, I read your name on the screen here and it wasn't changed.
Aster Lee.
Ali and Tusk here. Our lounge is much better than this, right? You guys have spent quite a bit of time there.
Do we have a lounge?
This cannot compete. Have you been drunk the whole time, Alistair?
Did we not give Ali a key to the actual employee lounge?
Interns don't get keys.
We have a building?
Oh my goodness. Ali, forget what I said here. Forget what I said about the lounge. There's no we don't have a lounge.
How do these guys look? Do they look like they're trained fighters, or they just look like civilians?
They're in polo shirts, right?
Yeah, they're in work shirts. They look like factory workers, but clearly it's a physically demanding job. In a regular street fight, they could, probably beat up a regular person.
I see. So Marty will, again, flex his non-existent muscles in front of them as he's on the table and go, so what made you want to work for Fiend Energy Potions here? I mean, clearly they are working you, looks like, very hard. You look terrible, both of you.
Are we recruiting?
I think I'm going to have to call Stan. You guys probably should wait outside.
Who's Stan? Is Stan your supervisor?
Yes.
Just tell him the new recruits have arrived and we're looking to get started.
You don't sound like he sounded, pointing at Marty. Marty seemed like he didn't know what the heck was going on here, and now you say...
Oh, he's just a little excited. Don't worry about him. Just get your supervisor. That would come in handy.
The other guy says, excited, he stepped in my soup!
It was bad soup, anyways. I could tell. Again,
I could tell.
Would you like half a chicken?
What? We have a very fantastic chef. She is right over there, and she knows good quality soup. And I'll kick the bowl of soup over to Allie. Allie, taste the soup and see if it is good or not.
I assume it tastes like foot now.
Fine, I'll kick the other bowl to her.
Let me just throw a number out here. It's not particularly good soup. I just gave myself a little D20 as my adult copper dragon persona, and I rolled a 3, so it's not particularly good soup. Maybe it's a little bit of the foot, or Marty did just walk across some swamp and then flew around a little bit, so
yeah,
dried swamp foot soup.
Well, see, there you go. Ali says that it is a terrible soup here. Where's Stan? He's keeping us waiting.
Are they trying to restrict our access to any other rooms in here?
Well, the doors that I did not provide vision past are shut. So the guy did say you should wait outside. He's going to turn. Excuse me, and he says, "Wait here, and I'll go get Stan."
Yes, go get Stan.
I will see if these doors are unlocked, and if they're not, I will open them.
So I'm going to move that guy out of there. When he opens that door, you can see in briefly enough to, let's see, probably a little bit. You can see some barrels and stuff inside that room.
Is that the Crimson Minotaur stores there, Tusk? Can you see? You're closer to the door.
I'm going to wait for the other door to close, and then I'm going to go in and look.
Light them on fire.
Going to set this town on fire.
Are the doors unlocked? Are all the doors unlocked or locked?
So after that guy walks out, you check the door. That door where you are, all set is locked. So now, are you just like checking the handle and see if it opens?
Yeah.
Okay. On the other side of the door, from the other side of the door, you hear someone say, "Not now, I'm busy."
Who the hell was that? I asked the cursed person who's still sitting there, whose soup bowl I just kicked. That's
a factory foreman.
The factory foreman? So the factory's in that tiny room over there?
That's his office.
He has his own office. My goodness. All set. Our foreman doesn't have his own office.
We have a foreman?
Yeah, Allie just doesn't know it yet.
I'm applying for foreman now.
Yeah.
What is the foreman's name? What does he do?
We just call him the foreman. I don't know his name.
All set.
But he tells everybody when to come to work and when to go home.
Also, demand the foreman vacate his office so we can ransack it.
Okay, if I get that door shut, I'm going into that room.
So once that one shuts, okay, and then you hear the talk over there, you do hear a door farther away open and close. And at that
I had assumed
point,
he was leaving, so that was when I would enter. Yeah.
yeah. So at that point, let me. I'm gonna move a couple of things here.
And in the room here, there was a skylight above us, right? Because that's where I could see in from.
Yes, correct.
Okay. So it's a single. So it's only a one. It's a single level. So
yes,
there's not. Okay, good. Just want to make sure.
Tall. It's got a tall ceiling. However, it is single level. Yeah.
No,
It's like this was probably. Just by the way it looks like it was probably a warehouse that was converted to more comfortable arrangements. The carpet on the floor, the table, the couch, and a place to relax and eat, like a mini cafeteria and then a lounge to the northeast.
Oh my god. They have vaulted ceilings in here too. My goodness.
Yeah, very airy and open. Tusk, inside there. So once you get in there, you see the rest of that room. And it is as you see it. So in the back of the room, there is a cot and a desk back there, as well as all these barrels. And it looks like, let me actually zoom in here a little bit. But it looks like in this area, there are a lot of different utensils and ingredients and stuff. And it looks on that desk, it looks like there may be some things that could be recipes or lists of items on the desk. And I said, with those barrels, most of them look like you can make out on the side, written in common, like different runs of different types, like batch 27, batch 32, test 7, things like that, on different barrels. And the crates are marked with ingredient information similar to what you see as the listed stuff on those papers.
Okay, Tusk is going to go ahead and gather up the stuff that's on the desk and put them into his backpack.
Okay.
And then he's going to walk over to these tests and place the bombs that he had previously thought about throwing at that Kraken.
Nice.
Meant for the statues.
Nice.
And he's just going to rig them to some string and just kind of reel them out through the door with him as he comes back.
Well, let me get a roll from you to see if you can do that before they come back. Let's just call this a dexterity check.
You got this, Tusk. You got it.
Because there's really nothing for
check.
Bomb setting.
Yeah.
But let's see if you can do it quick enough. Oh, you almost did. Then the die rolled over from a 17 to a 7.
And we're going to see if there's... Let's see. Do I have anything at all that could have done anything to help me there?
Nope. I'll just say it. Nope. So put yourself back where those barrels are, and as you are moving stuff around there, let me. This guy has to be.
And at least get them tied, and then get the string to where I just need to extend it so it can follow me.
Okay.
Or anything I can duck behind after I hear that door open.
I will name this guy Stan because I already said he was named Stan.
Mm-hmm.
There are those who call me Stan. Okay.
Can I do a hide check?
Is there a door in this corner I'm in?
Yes, that is a door.
Is it locked? Or...
Yes. Although on the door itself, it says nap room.
And as this is going on, I'll lean over to Allie and as before the other two come in here while Tusk was doing his thing, I'll say, Allie, take this. I'll hand her my crowbar and jam it under the door frame for the foreman's office, just in case he tries to come out. It will hopefully slow him down and keep him locked in.
Joe, can I do
Meanwhile, this poor dude trying to eat his soup. I can hear you, right?
Yeah.
I make sure that he's not listening to us. I'm quite secretive when I can be.
Excellent.
He's trying to stay out of it because his break is almost done and he has to go back to work and he doesn't want to get in trouble.
As he's looking down, I'll kind of be like, I'll hand him a pamphlet that says "Now hiring Crimson Minotaur,"
nice.
And then I will hand him also a sack of coin, and I'll be like, "Here, recruiting fee if you decide you want to walk out that door right now and have a better life."
Give me performance, persuasion. How do you want to handle it?
I'll say it's a persuasion check.
Okay.
Just straight persuasion.
Let's do that.
That is a 17 total.
Jeez.
Good bonus.
Yeah, not bad at all. Yeah, you got him. That's 2 3s in a row for me.
All right, I'll mark off. I give him 50 gold, and I'm like, here you go.
I actually had the worker selected, so it wasn't an adult copper dragon that you convinced. Yeah, he really doesn't give it much thought. He kind of opens up the little coin purse. You said you give him a little coin?
50 gold. 50 gold.
He just looks at what you gave him, and just as we're going to switch back over to Tusk here, because Tusk is going to hear that door open, and these guys are about to walk in. Just as that happens, this guy's walking towards the exit. And he's like smiling at you.
Yep, I also give him one of our T-shirts because I've restocked since we played last.
Nice.
I said, put that on when you get outside past the big scary lizard things. There you go.
Nice. Okay, so Randy, you hear the door open. You want to...
I want to do a stealth check to try to hide in the area.
Something that Tusk is known for. Yes, okay.
Oh, yes. This is going to be a miracle if I...
There we go.
Put on a mustache and tell him you're the inspector.
16 is better.
All right, what do I have here for passive? Because they're not looking for you. Give me a moment. Never even thought of that because, well... No. Okay. So they walk in, walk right by you and go out the other door.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I continue setting the charges.
There you go. So they come through the door, and the worker says, "There's 3 of them, but there was a 4th one. I don't see him now." Where'd Philly go?
Are you Stan?
And as he was asking about his coworker is now outside. And yeah, the guy says, "Yeah, I'm Stan. What of it? What are you doing here?"
What does he look like? How big is he? Is he human? Is he something else?
Burly, handlebar mustache, pattern baldness, just bald down the center, puffs of red hair shooting out of the sides of his head. And he looks like the kind of guy that wants to start a fight in a bar every night.
All right. Well, I am Marty Shimon. You probably have heard of me, yes?
You know what? Let me find out if he has.
Yes, I've written many books. I've done several tours over the past couple of years.
No. He is not at all. I was looking to see if he was versed in his competition. He's more concerned with the people working in his factory. But no, I haven't heard of you. What are you doing here?
Well, we are here to shut you down. This factory must be condemned. It is deemed a health hazard for everyone here because it is not the rich and delicious and nutritious Crimson Minotaur brand of energy drinks. So please leave the area now, and of course, you will not be compensated for this.
And of course, you will not be compensated. You're gonna have to talk to the foreman. I think he's in his office.
No, your friend behind you just said that you are the man in charge of this here. You're in charge of the factory, yes?
I'm in charge of the workers, but the foreman, he's the one that decides if the place is shut down or not.
No. I decided the ones. I don't think you were listening here. I said that it is being shut down here. We have documentation. All set, right? You have the documentation that we have to commandeer this laboratory.
We don't need documentation.
See, there you go. Right from the man's mouth himself. We do not need documentation.
We just passed the inspection last week. Why would you be here to shut down?
Because you didn't actually pass. We actually came back here. There were several health hazards, various violations. Look at this soup over here on the ground, and the other one that looks like it had a foot in it. You call that safety and sanitary conditions for your workers?
And the other guy says, "What the hell happened to Philly? Where is he?"
Oh, he said that he was not being given regular breaks, and I sent him on his standard lunch break here that he should have been afforded, but now we found another violation of your safety standards at this laboratory.
Look, I don't like this. There was an orc in here too. And now
I'm
Philly's
sorry.
gone and
Excuse me.
Yes.
Holy
Tusk,
crap!
You finished the inspection of the area here. What did you find, old man?
Their bathroom full of barrels didn't work out very well.
Oh my goodness! Bathroom full of barrels? That's where they are urinating?
Hey, that's not a bathroom.
Oh.
Well, you discovered urine there, though, right, Tusk? So it was a bathroom, yes?
But the barrels smelled like urine.
Oh my goodness!
Thought that's where they were going to the bathroom.
Wait! I get very serious all of a sudden. I look at Stan and I go, "Is that the secret ingredient of Fiend Energy? Is it urine?"
All right, we need to figure out what's going on here. I'm getting the foreman, and he goes over towards the door.
I don't know. You might want to inspect those barrels first, because I did a number on a couple of them.
And as he reaches for the handle, he sees the crowbar underneath the door. And he says, all right, it's time for you all to leave. Get out.
Over there. That's not safety standards. What if there's a fire in here? Your foreman will be stuck in his office.
Just get out now.
I'm going to yank the cord after I walk a few more feet.
Oh, wow. How big were these explosions supposed to be?
I don't.
Allset's right next to that wall.
Allset, join me over here, would you?
We're just gonna eat him. It's fine.
Delicious.
Those look kind of unstable. Pull.
What? Unstable, Tusk? In what way did they look unstable? Because I have no idea what the hell Tusk just did.
As soon as I say they look unstable, I go ahead and pull the string that I had attached to the pool.
You didn't urinate on it, did you? It's very volatile if you do that. All right, so I need to find out what. Let's collectively come up with something. What should Randy have to roll to know if explosives that he improvised are going to work?
Hey, I didn't improvise them. You said that I could buy them for when you're going for those gargoyles.
Well, yeah, but you just kind of set it all up with some string and.
Did Tusk? Did you read the instruction manual on how to do this? Or did you just buy the things and walk out of the store?
I got it from a thrift store. It didn't have a manual.
It was a kiosk at the mall.
Special weapons shop that he found in an alley that reputable sources said that they were good for.
Did they tell you how they work, or did you just improvise it?
They said pull and throw.
Pull. Okay, but you placed and pulled.
Yes.
That's what we're going to find out. So,
okay.
What do we think's a good roll to make Randy fail at? I mean, roll here.
Intelligence check to see if he did it right.
Let's do it then. Come on, Tusk. Super intelligent Tusk.
Yeah, super.
Do it.
I hope I get a 1.
13.
13. That's not too terrible.
All right. So how many did you place?
There was only 2, and I placed both of them.
Okay. So one of them. You're pretty sure only one goes off because you don't hear like boom, boom. You just hear boom. And there is a substantial amount of rubble that comes flying through that wall out into the room where you are. Yeah. And the worker that was right there at the door frame is kind of blown back just a couple of feet. You know, there's a little bit of concussion there. And Tusk, you feel the breeze and a couple splinters of wood fly by you. Things do reach to where Marty and Allie are a little bit Allset, although I think he ducked behind the couch.
Yep.
Or stood behind the
back
couch.
Up to his feet and throw a couple coins in his hand and tell him to get out of here.
As this happens, I oversell it because again it hits me and it is unexpected. But I oversell it. Oh my goodness! Look at this here. It's explosions. This entire lab is a hazard. And I'll cast major image, and I will create what looks to be several workers wearing the polos running out of his office on fire. And I'll be like, look at what you've done to your workers here. You said that you claimed to care about them, and now they're all on fire, running around. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't have that many guys.
So here's how some of this is going to play out.
Okay. Good start.
So the Stan, the supervisor, he said. He had just pulled the crowbar out from under the door and was had his key in the door to open it to get the foreman. And as he was opening the doors when the explosion happens, He's taken off guard. Like I said, the worker, he's pushed back a little bit from the explosion itself. And, Stan is like, holy crap, what's going on here? He says, Foreman, you got to get out of here now. And that's when Marty is explaining.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
The health hazard. Oh my goodness, the health hazards here. Also, hopefully you're documenting all of these for our reports.
Sure.
And so the major image is going to be, just give me an idea of where they're running from.
They're running out of that doorway where all the explosion happened. And there's like fire and stuff. They're just running out, and I make the fire seem much more intense than it actually is.
So you want them to be running into the room where you are, or running?
Yeah,
through?
like in that little. I just placed the template there because they can only live in that little space. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll have that. The worker that's right outside the door. On seeing this, he runs over towards the table to grab some cups of liquid, hopefully not flammable, and he's looking like he's going to throw it towards them to help put them out.
Tusk is going to get in his way and just hand him some coins and be like, you need to get out of here. Things are going to get much worse.
Intimidation? No, you're handing him coins. That seems more persuasion than intimidation.
All right.
Unless you want to word it so you're more intimidating instead of just, paying him to leave. Doesn't seem too intimidating.
Here's some coins. I suggest you get out of here now.
Now that's a little more intimidating.
Oh man.
Maybe it wasn't very intimidating.
I suggest you maybe not stay in this room.
He just drops the coins as he goes to hand it to him.
It's almost like he's ignoring you. That he just wants to push past you to get what he needs to get done. Because one of his friends is on fire. So he's just trying to get past you.
Yeah.
The door opens up here. The foreman comes to the door in between Stan and the foreman, who is currently has a camouflage shirt on as well. Let me uncamouflage the poor fella.
Oh my God, those polo shirts are amazing.
They're both...
That's how they get past the Hydras.
They're both like, what the hell's going on here? And the foreman reaches inside his office and does something right inside the doorway, and the walls kind of glow red, like he has set off an alarm.
Oh. And then as this happens here, I cast, because I know that major image, as soon as they try to touch anything, it goes away. So I'll just have the 5 or 6 people that are running around in there just like drop to the ground and burn and like sizzle and crisp out.
Ooh, really fast.
In the frame. Really fast here. But before they die, I'll be like, oh my goodness, we died. Oh, I thought Fiend loved us. No, we should have went to Crimson Minotaur. And that's what I'll have them say as they die.
Nice.
I'm going to grab this water out of this dude's hand and be like, oh, thank you for that, and just start drinking it.
So he hasn't made it there yet. How about that?
On you.
He was just trying to
It was the urine.
ignore you and get there.
Oh no. All
right,
And Chris doesn't pick on me. No.
So I'm not ready to jump into an initiative yet, so I want to go to each of you and ask. So Chris, what is Allset doing at this point?
I'd like to make it. Well, how bad is that room on fire that the bomb went off in?
Does Major Image have a save?
Yeah, it is a. Let's see here, what is it? Yeah, you would think that I would know these things. But yes, it's an intelligence save. It's an intelligence 14 for me.
Chris,
to
roll an
it.
intelligence save for Allset.
Which he should be pretty good at.
No, I mean, Tusk had a bomb go off. Is there?
Well, I think he's saying in order to see through what I have up.
I want to be able to tell you what's fire and what isn't.
Yeah, because I have it pretty intense in there. I have the flames being more aggressive.
All right, so what am I making?
DC
Intelligence
14
save.
intelligence save.
Yeah.
Intelligence.
You're a smart guy. You got this.
Wisdom's higher than intelligence. Wisdom's where my bonus is.
It looks pretty intense. There are flames at the doorway. You can see the glow of flames through the holes that have been punched through the wall.
Yeah, I create the smell of burning urine as well, which is what I think Fiend Energy smells like now when it's on fire.
Nice.
It wafts into the room.
Burning urine.
How are these windows here? Are they?
The windows that would normally look out, they're all just boarded over.
Yeah, okay.
Part of the soundproofing. Now the ceiling has dirty windows that allow in sunlight,
yeah.
but there's no way to look in or out except up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab this guy by the wrists. I'm gonna tell him one more time. This is your last chance. Get out of here before it gets crazy.
Crazy.
And Marty has also been convincing him that he's in the wrong place. So Marty, can you roll a help check to see?
Sure. What would you like for the help?
Let's do. You're performing.
Okay.
So go with a persuasion check, and if you get a 15 or higher, we'll let Tusk roll with advantage. Oh
That's a
my
natural
gosh!
20.
All right, Tusk.
Nice.
This guy is fascinated with what Marty's saying. Like, he never considered he could have had another job. And so now's your chance to jump on that.
All right. We got
Didn't
best
jump.
was a 13.
Yeah, I mean, you jumped, but at least you had a crit persuasion to go along with it. The guy does start edging his way towards the door, but he's doing it so you can see he's looking kind of over his shoulder to hopefully see that Stan and the foreman aren't watching him, and he starts walking like through the other room to get out. So he's kind of like making his way around.
And what does the foreman look like? Is he a humanoid, or is he something else?
The foreman, he looks, he's in about the same shape as the regular workers. He's kind of beefy, but not overly so. And instead of like the polo or t-shirt, he's wearing a button-down, Fiend Energy Potion shirt. And,
oh no, they've got button-ups too.
Yeah, on
oh my goodness, they're putting us to shame here.
Where the logo is on the upper left on the chest, the potion bottle for the Fiend Energy logo, it is actually shimmering. It's like a hologram on that shirt. But yeah, he is short-cut, blonde hair, human, just shorter than average. He's probably only about 5'1", 5'2", human. And and Stan is, like I said, big, burly bar fighter.
Yes. And I'll drop down off the table here, and I will walk towards them next to Ali, and I'll be like, "You there, foreman, what is your name? You're the man responsible for the safety of these workers here, and I demand to know your name."
What the hell's going on here?
What's going on here? There's an industrial accident, and it's your fault. There's blood on your hands, man. What is your name? You're lucky that we are here.
I'm going to give both of these guys a chance with a little intelligence check. Oh my gosh!
Oh, no.
So we'll start with, now technically he had the worker selected. He already had failed because he was standing right next to the explosion.
They call him a foreman because that's how many brain cells he has.
I believe you're right. I believe you're right, Tusk, old man.
Let's see what he ends up with. So foreman, not so great, and then we'll just double check on Stan here. I just want to give them all a slight chance. Okay, so with Stan, I didn't check what his intelligence is. Neutral, and you said it was a 14 or 13?
The 14 he got for Stan is what roll shows on there.
So Stan is a little more confused at what's going on. The foreman isn't interested in answering your question. He set off an alarm, and he starts to talk to Stan. We need to put this fire out. We need to put it out quick. And Stan is like,
we are here because I can help you with this, but I need your names for our incident reports and to put out who is to blame for this when we have to tell this to, of course, the appropriate authorities. What is your name, man?
He is too focused on saving his factory right now, and that you'll have to find another way to get his attention. Then, rather than just talking, give me something that's going to get his attention.
Let me show you how powerful and how serious we are here. I'll grab Ali by the shoulder. and I will like slide her up next to me because she's like just right behind me here.
Yeah.
This is a very powerful mage of ours here. Allie, please put out that fire. And I was just kind of I'll like whisper under her, just wave your hands around. And
all right.
Allie will just crack her knuckles and do what Marty says.
And then as this happens, I will reduce what is going on here. Obviously, I can't reduce the real flames and how bad it actually is, but I don't know how bad it actually is either. So,
well, actually, I think you would because you know what your illusion is, and I'll let you know because you would know this as you're getting ready to tone the spell down. The only actual flames are from your illusion. Everything else is just like a little, not even smoldering, but dust and a tiny bit of smoke from the explosion itself. Nothing actually caught on fire. It was just an explosion out, and a bunch of liquid immediately put out anything that would have.
All part of the spell. Part of the spell.
They were only charges meant to destroy the stone gargoyles that we came across, so they're not really meant for fire and anything. So,
so
not that they couldn't cause it, but
so I will tone down the image, and I'll be like, see, this is how powerful we are here. Now, I must insist that no one goes in there, as I have my head of my crime scene investigation here, the brilliant Detective Tusk Longtooth, and then, of course, the brilliant Alset over here. They will be roping off the area, please, and again, collecting evidence. Go on, boys.
Yes, I'll go check the bathroom again.
Yes.
All right, here, because Stan noticed that they weren't real flames, and when they died down, there's no like extra smoke or anything. He's not convinced immediately of what you're saying, and the foreman is still his right now. His job is to try and save the place. So as the flames are starting to die down, he's rushed over to that area anyway, and just as we have Tusk and Alset going there is, let me just see. Uninvisible, this guy. There's a guy walking in the back of that room, and he is dressed. You guys see him. He's got like a face shield on, a lab coat, and he's holding like a beaker in one hand, and he just opened the door and stepped in, and he's like, "What's all this noise then?"
There seems to be some unstable products here. It caused an explosion, and we're now checking to see what happened.
I only put the stable products over here. The lab has the unstable stuff.
Your assistant, if you have one, must have mixed something up and put it over here.
Hold on a second. Who are you?
We're going to have to audit this whole place. That includes the lab.
He turns quickly and runs out the door. And like pulls it shut behind him.
I can't believe he brought a beaker all the way out here.
Me.
I'm going to go look at the other charge that I set and see what happened.
His name is Honeydew.
Honeydew.
The cord came out of it when you pulled it. It didn't actually pull the detonation thingy.
All right, I'll shove that back in my bag then.
And it goes off.
Oh! I take how many?
And this place is a mess of slightly different shades of green liquid kind of on things. And the smell of it is the smell of energy drink, but you get different aromas. I mean, Tusk had the brilliant nose that got you in the combination lock, and you're able to discern that they've definitely put different things in here. You smell floral things, you smell animal products, you smell probably different attempts at making different flavors or combinations.
Seems like they were on the right track a couple of times, but failed. I'm going to look at this wall here. Did debris cause an opening where I can look in? Because it looks like there's light peering into a room somehow.
Yeah, let's say yes. And to go with what Chris was asking about earlier, and I mentioned that it is a whoops, you didn't see everything.
It got darker.
The room is actually a nap room. It's a place with a comfortable spot to sleep and a spot for where people can also sit and eat. It's kind of like a closed-off break room.
Also, we might want to get into this room. Take what's there.
I think we need to burn the rest of this building down.
Yeah, and to be fair, there's really nothing in there worth taking. And nothing you can see, at least. Not unless you want to take their silverware and, a pillow and a
Oh,
blanket.
you said nap room. I thought you said map room.
No, correct. This is where they
I
go
did
and take
not say
naps.
that. Oh, I'm tired.
Yeah, if you want to go in and take a nap, it's kind of comfy.
I've been hearing nap the whole time.
Yeah.
It was nap. I heard map for some reason.
Sleepy time room.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So I was going to say that on the outside of the door is a little icon of somebody laying on a cot with three little Z's above their head. And I said nap room. Yeah.
Hey, quick question, Joe. If I went in there and rolled up in the blanket, it would not be a burrito. It would be a pig in a blanket, right?
Oh.
Can we just kick him off the stream now?
Yeah.
You are awarded no points.
Good night, everybody.
So as this happens, I'll look down to Stan. I'm like, oh my, Stan, you are in some serious trouble here. We're going to have to review all the practices here. And as I point down at Allie, who is, again, I'm assuming dressed in her shiny armor and stuff like that, her knight's paladin type of armor there. I'm like, this here, as you can see, is a representative of the highest authority here. She will be, again, having to apprehend many things. Allie, if you wouldn't mind reading him his rights and, again, getting things going on this end here, please, so we can get this investigation underway. We will also need access to all of your facilities, so you'll need to hand over all your keys to Allie as well.
Let me
Oh, your keys.
And I'll just nudge Allie towards him.
Let me give this worker his opportunity to escape before things go awry.
Oh no!
Yeah, he is
He
going
falls
to be
down.
at the door. Stan is going to notice him at the door. The foreman's going to notice him, and Stan says, "All right, it's time for you guys to go. We're going to make you go. You come over here, help me."
Hey guys.
And they just come over towards you like they're just going to grab you.
Yeah, they're gonna grab the worker or us.
He is enlisting the worker to come grab you.
I was like, no, worker, you're entitled to your break right now. Here it is, unsafe working conditions. You are covered by workforce labor laws. You may leave.
Here we go, straight up. Give me a performance check, and I'm going to let this guy do an intimidation roll.
Okay.
And normal.
23.
All right. So you've already convinced this guy. When Stan says, "Look, get over here, you're fired," he bolts out the door.
I quit.
Yep. He immediately bolts. Stan and the foreman get together, though, and they're just coming towards Marty now.
Yeah, I'm like, Allie, please.
Since the fire's
again.
out, there's less impetus on putting it out. And they're like, all right, you guys got to leave now. And let's say they're just going to. So here's what I want to do with this. First off, I assume you guys aren't just going to let them grab you and send you outside.
Absolutely not.
So rather than going through some initiative or something, let's do a little bit of a back and forth of how you want to stay or what you want to do to them or with them. And their intent is to grab you and forcibly shove you out the door.
I will yield to my muscle, Allie, here in front of me to see what she wants to do.
Yeah, she's gonna immediately step in front of Marty between him and the guys. You will not lay a single hand on either of us. The case that we've seen just in the short time that we've been here is remarkably bad. We wouldn't want to have to add assaults to your charges.
You're leaving too, kid.
I'm going to walk through the door at that time, if I could.
Yeah.
The scientist with the face mask came by and said they temporarily were staging some unstable stuff there. And that's may have what caused the explosion. And I got it on me, and all of a sudden, and I transform into my tusk form.
Oh my God! This is the last thing that we wanted to have happen. Look what you've done! And I'll take Stan and just turn his face towards this way he sees what's happening.
You mixed floral and animal, and now you got me.
Oh my God!
I will begin firebolting any flammable objects in the room I'm in, by the way.
Wow.
Well, that escalated quickly. So you're actually going to set some things on fire.
Yes.
Okay.
And I will leave out the back door whenever I think there's a good enough fire.
There's no fire.
So as you're setting some things on fire, with Tusk going a little nutty, Allie having inserted herself in front of Marty, and the whole mess, and now hearing some flames start to pick up again from the other room, Stan is like, "Look, I'm not getting paid enough to deal with this, foreman." And the foreman's like, "What?"
I'll slowly start approaching the first target I see, because they're all targets now.
They're all targets.
Oh my God! Look what Fiend is doing! It's turning him rabid. Oh no, Tusk, my dearest friend. So what have you done to him?
They both kind of back up as you approach, and they're going to back up towards the door. Are you going to try and
I'm just going to slowly follow them, the closest targets I have.
Yeah.
I have some stability saying that I'm not planning on attacking anybody, but I sort of recall something I wanted to stay close to near me, so I'm just going to follow them to the door.
Okay, so if they continue to back up towards the door, you're just going to go along with that?
I'm going to pause for a second, and I'm going to start lunging really fast towards the door.
I'll pull Allie back a little bit away from him, so just give him a wide enough berth. That way.
So
Do they slam the door shut as I get close?
They jump back through the door.
I pause and I prepare for a leap. So they slam the door shut?
And slam the door shut. Okay.
And as the door shuts, I'll just be like, no, oh my goodness, no.
Yeah, as soon as that door shuts, there's no sound from the outside again. It's like
I'm just gonna claw at the door, not
silent.
too deep, but as under control as I can. Claw at the door.
Oh, you're. I mean, as far as I know, you're under control. I mean, you can play it however you like, I guess.
Oh, everything as you said. I can't determine friend from foe in this form.
Well, yeah,
so
in combat, there's you've got a chance of hurting others, right?
Yeah. So as in control as I can.
Yeah. And then, as he's doing this here, as he's clawing at the door, I'm like, oh, he's killing us! Oh my goodness! Oh no! Stop! What has Fiend done?
Marty, it's soundproof. They can't hear us.
Oh, damn it! You're right, old woman. Okay, let me go ahead and see here.
Excuse me.
Good show. I'll use thaumaturgy to try to elevate my voice so they can hear me.
Of course.
All right. So now that you've gone past it and the door is open, you are able to see inside the foreman's office.
And then, just to make sure that they think that me and maybe Allie have been killed by this monster they've unleashed, I will cast invisibility on both of us using my meta magic to twin our spell, and I will cast, and both of us will go invisible.
Okay. Right now, there's nobody else in your immediate vicinity.
Also, it's a good decision to do that if you're going to walk close to me, because I'm just going to focus on the door. Hopefully, I don't see any other targets nearby.
So yes, I'm just going to cast that there, and I'm going to burn off some sorcery points.
All right.
And then me and Allie are invisible currently for up to an hour until we do something. And I'll be like, and Allie's been invisible, turned invisible by me before, so she should hopefully know what's happening.
There's a status token for that, I think, if you can find it. Something to put on there, go for it. In the meantime, all set. You have set several things on fire in there. I mean, how extensive do you want this? Do you want it so nobody else can walk through, or are you just trying to burn a few things?
So eventually the rest of the building will catch.
But not too quickly?
No.
Okay. So you've got a couple of little fires going then. Nothing too large. You open the door to go out. It is not locked. And even if it were, it's on the inside, so you should be able to unlock it to get out. And you can see, let me move the map a little bit, but you can see over to the other building. And just for simplicity's sake, we're going to say that when the chemist went in there, he left the door open, and you can see into that room where he is.
He super cowarded back into the room.
Did we grab any of the important documents and recipes and stuff before we
I saw a bunch of them on that desk, and I threw them in my backpack. So I'll let you guys know about it as soon as I get a chance.
Yeah, I assume you can get some from the foreman's room.
And then I'll whisper down, Ali, so should we check the foreman's office, or should we go check out the lab now with all set?
You know what? The lab is further away from the werewolf. We'll come back to it on the way out.
All right. Now, I assume the room in front of us is completely on fire. It'd probably be unsafe to travel through there.
It is not completely on fire. It is just starting.
Okay, and I'll whisper in my regular voice so they can't hear us. Tusco man, when you're done, please come back over here, and we'll see you in the lab.
I jerk back to see nobody.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm gonna let go of my form. Is that crowbar laying by, like, nearby? And
oh, yeah.
The door
It's on the floor right there, yeah.
I recalled the door opening into the room, right?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to kick that back underneath the door again.
Okay, cool. So you kind of block the front door then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I see them leave, so I'll be like, I guess I'll check this office.
Yeah. You can, by the way, you can drop that pretty much any time, okay. On your own.
I can only spark it back up, though. I can't go into the other one, right?
Right.
Rage.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Spark it back.
Just to
spark it back up. You made me think of something else when you said spark it back up. So I'm like, yes, the other rage. So that door is open. Inside there, so we'll give Tusk a moment here. Inside that office, the foreman's office, there's table with plenty of papers and stuff on it. With a quick glance, a lot of it just looks like day-to-day work stuff, schedules, time cards, list of employees, etc. Nothing specific like what was on the other desk. What looked like lists of things. In the foreman's office, it looks more like the day-to-day operations and personnel information. As at your first quick glance of what's there.
Tusk will take the personnel information. They might need that just in case they try to work over at Crimson Minotaur and they don't want any sabotaging done to us via same people.
So make sure you take note of that. You've got the employee list.
Okay. And I'm just going to check the bed and surroundings because this is quarters. So there might be a gold purse or an extra sword or something laying under the pillow or dagger, I mean.
While you're taking the time to check that, the others will arrive. As the chemist sees you approaching, he retreats back further into the lab area.
Well, you'd only see Allset approaching, and as we approach Allset, I'll just be like, Allset, old man, I don't mean to alarm you, but we are here.
Yeah, did you get in? The rest of the building's probably going to catch fire, so if you want anything out of that one, you better get it.
No, old man. I'm fine with burning this place to the ground. You know this here. We just need to find out what they were doing and get anything valuable and make sure this place does not exist anymore.
Let's see if we can hire this chemist. Maybe we can give him this.
Oh, you like this chemist here? Does he have a good resume?
Well, we'll find out.
All right. Well, I'll lead to you, old man here.
We'll see if he's a true believer now. How much money do we have to bribe him?
I mean, I have still some of the platinum that we have on me. I think I have about 300 gold on me right now in terms of platinum.
Sounds good.
Cool.
So not too much, but it's enough, I would imagine, for maybe bribery.
So one thing
I also have 2 cases of Crimson Minotaur left here. That might also sweeten the deal. Also, I mean, Ali, where are you, dear? Ali. Oh my God, did she fall into the water? Ali, are you all right? Where are you?
Marty.
Oh, good Lord. All right. Do you have any of your delicious baked goods that we might be able to offer this chemist?
She'll rummage through a bag really quick and hold up invisible, by the way, like a little like handkerchief that has like some scones in it that she made like within the last day.
Yes, Ali. So, do you have something? I can't see you, Olga.
Yes. I still have some scones that I made from.
So, also, I know you can't see this here, but we have some scones. We have some Crimson Minotaur. We have some gold. Actually, it's platinum. There's the platinum pieces here, but it's about the equivalent of 300 gold. How do you want to approach this man? Is it a straight recruiting mission, or what are you wanting to do?
Well, let's find out. See if he's a true believer.
Do you want to give us a signal just to kill him to me and Ali if something goes wrong? Because we'll be invisible and we'll be there.
I'll telepathically tell you.
Fantastic.
There you go.
All right, so we'll just kind of support Allset as he walks in, or knock. Is the door open, or is
the door was left open. So what I wanted to mention, Chris, as Allset walks in, the thing that looks like, I guess, like a bed or a bedroll or something in the middle of the room, is actually an elevator. Okay.
I don't like that.
I just want to let you know that right off the bat. So right now it's like a hole in the floor, and
Gotcha.
you can see down into a little bit of light, but mostly darkness. And you hear like sloshing water noises and what have you from below, as if it's cavernous.
How far down is it?
Say 20 feet approximately.
Okay, so I can see in darkness and magical darkness up to 120 feet.
Clinton thought I was going to say it was a mimic instead of a bedroll. That's funny.
I think that's every player and watcher's fear.
Yeah.
But you know.
That'll happen sooner or later.
No.
I'm sorry, Chris. So you said you look down?
Yep.
It looks like this is where they bring casks up on an elevator to be transported out. The other thing I was going to mention is the walkway that you guys are coming across. You can see that right underneath the water. Also, I should also mention, you can see the hydras still out there, by the way. They are still out there. But right underneath the water looks like some man-made stones shallowly underneath the water, like an underwater bridge, something like that. Like maybe it raises up, or it's like a path big enough for a wagon to get across.
Huh. Ali, do you see that?
That?
Yes. You see that?
Ali, another over there. It looks like they've built something underwater there. Do you see that? What do you make of that?
So it is like, I just made this red spot here. There are stones underneath the water that create a bridge from where you are. It's maybe a foot under the water tops, and it goes all the way across to where those planks are. And this, again, it looks like this is where, based on what Allset's seen, you can kind of piece together. They bring stuff up from underground, and then it goes out this way for distribution.
Ah, no, ingenious. And now, Ali, you like animals, right?
If any of the next words out of your mouth are Hydra, the answer is no.
No, I was just wondering if you knew how to maybe tame a Hydra, if we got maybe a baby Hydra or something like that. I'm pretty sure Allset would be interested in this as well.
You can't see me, but I'm considering this.
If we have like an egg, then that's cool.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking here, Allset. Oh, not Allset's not here, I'm sorry. That's what I was thinking here.
Allset's close enough. I mean, you guys are still kind of
And then,
chatting.
Ali, I can't see you here, but those scones, may I have them, please?
Mako!
Over here.
She'll wrap him back up in that little like cloth and hand it over to him.
Thank you. How many scones are in here, would you say, Ali? 10, 12, 35, a million, 6?
2.
Probably about like 4 to 6.
Okay, all right. I eat one.
Are they halfling-sized scones or regular human-sized scones?
Allie may be a halfling, but she doesn't cook anything. Halfling portions are bigger than human portions.
There you go.
Right.
Thank you.
That scone is the size of a cake.
I feel like I'm missing something for some reason.
As I'm feeling it here, these are quite large scones here. I might need to divide these up a little bit and save them for later. I'm sorry, I'm famished. Turning into monsters and doing things that we're doing all day here is quite taxing.
I have a good sense someone's eating something without me.
Yes, let's see how.
I'd like to investigate the room I'm in.
Yeah. So let me. I thought I just changed the color. It's still red. That spot I just made there, that's the elevator. I'll just make it a little easier to have the visual reference.
Yes, and so we'll be watching Allset while he's doing his things.
It's actually close to a 10 by 10 spot. It's a little bigger than what it looks like on the map. It's bigger on the inside. They So in the other room, by the way, so the chemist went into the other room, and as far as you can tell, he's hiding around the corner. Let me kind of just put him around a corner. Like if he can't see you, obviously you can't see him, kind of thing. So in that other room, what you could see is there's a bunch of barrels and different lab equipment just all over the place, and different ingredients, and there are things bubbling, and you see the like the dry ice mist coming off the top of some of the containers, and like everything in that room looks active in some way. Like this is definitely his laboratory. That's the other room. Now, like I said, seeing down below, there is a ladder, a rope ladder that goes down the side. I would say for when the elevator isn't working or when they don't want to take it. And down at the bottom, you see it kind of opens up. The elevator is at the bottom, and you can see there are several barrels on the elevator itself right now, down at the bottom. And it is lit down there.
Okay. What else is in this room? There's a desk. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a desk. This looks like where the chemist sleeps, and does some work. Like paperwork is done in here. You didn't see the papers Tusk grabbed, but there are similar papers in here to the ones that Tusk already had put in his backpack.
I will grab some of those. And what's the circular thing in the other corner?
That is a barrel that has stuff written on it, similar to the ones that Tusk partially blew up in the other room. This one says like batch 27, test 3.
Okay. So I will grab whatever papers and then peer into the lab, I guess, the official lab area.
And he's just kind of like cowering behind the door frame.
Is that why the barrel is there?
Yeah, kind of, I guess. But
it's like right in the doorway.
Yeah, I mean, that's an easy way to look at it. He's definitely... Let me zoom in on this a little, but he is kind of hiding where that desk is behind there's a crate and a barrel. It's a crate and barrel. And he's kind of hiding right behind it.
Hey.
And he's got the face shield on, the lab coat, and he has set the beaker on top of the crate. And he's just kind of holding his hands together, like wringing them nervously in front of his face. And he's like,
"So, you want a job?"
What kind of job?
It's the same kind of stuff you do here, but for a better company.
Are you talking about Crimson Minotaur?
Yep. The one and only.
Oh, yeah. They wouldn't hire me before, so I came to work here.
Is this one of the ones, Ali, one of the ones that was banned from us or fired before? I know that AFTStream was saying something earlier about this. I wasn't paying attention, though, apparently.
Do I recognize this guy, then?
Did you follow Offset in there?
Yes, we follow.
Yeah.
We're like watching from inside.
Yeah, and you guys are welcome to move your characters inside the room.
I didn't know if he was saying it quietly or not.
Because you're invisible and all.
Yeah.
Chris, go ahead with a, I don't know, history check? History sound good?
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. All right.
Nice.
Oh, all right.
You know for sure that this is not one of the people that you have turned down in the past that you are aware of.
Okay.
So if it happened in a negative way, like fired and don't come back, or no, we don't want you because you're a freak, it doesn't ring any bells for you whatsoever. So maybe he just wasn't qualified at the time years ago when he applied. Who knows?
Right. So take me through what you're working on in here.
Oh, I'd love to. And he grabs like essentially a binder off of the table, and it just has like bone rings holding a bunch of thick papers together. And he starts flipping through it, and he's like, "Look, this is my latest one. It's so delicious, but people I probably shouldn't be telling you this."
No, you can't. You're working for me now.
It's a cool binder, though.
Oh, yeah.
So, and he points to...
Here's a ghost say in the distance.
He points to, like, let's just pick the one on the glowy orange thing right near the door where you are. he points to that and he says, don't drink from that.
Okay.
How much do you know about chemicals and herbs and stuff like that?
I would say I know a decent amount, if you want to say a nature kind of thing.
And I would also say if Marty or Allie knows, I mean, you guys could just be looking right at the same stuff Alset's looking at, right?
Marty can take a guess, but he probably doesn't know anything about chemicals or any of that kind of stuff.
Okay.
There, Allie might. She uses ingredients all the time for cooking and crafting things.
Just cooking and medicine, though.
I got some decent skills.
So let's do this. Allie, roll a medicine check, and Chris, for Alset, let's do wisdom.
Wow.
Well, I don't know. Intelligence, investigation.
You want investigation?
Yeah, let's do investigation. So, Allie, nothing on there rings a bell as something that would be particularly tasty or not tasty.
Almost got a 20. Damn.
All right, all set. There are some things in there that you recognize that would speed up metabolism greatly. And one thing that added in the wrong quantities is lethal. And the chemist says, as you're examining what's on the list, he says, if you're guessing that it'll make you really fast right before you die, you're right.
Yeah, see, you put too much cocaine in this one. You gotta dial that back a little bit.
Did you just say there's cocaine in that Allie?
That's what I heard.
Now, are you guys just talking out loud in front of him?
No, I'm just
because it would be
from the old Sanskrit cocaina.
Cocaina. But he is very happy to be, explaining all the different things to you. And he says,
I'm taking notes.
He says, so, do you know Marty?
Oh, totally.
He's like, he's giving you this impression that he has to whisper because people often listen into what he's saying. And he's like looking around, making sure whenever he's talking that you're the only one here.
Oh my, you might have a fanboy.
I know. I like this. I know. I've always liked this man.
So, what is your name?
I didn't give this guy a name because I didn't expect you guys to talk to him.
I don't want to be calling you face shield.
Poindexter.
His name is Chemist. Yeah. Let me give him a quick. Somebody give me a name.
Poindexter.
I'm drawing a blank.
Dexter.
That's too stereotypical. I already gave him the freaking face shield and a lab coat.
Just
Bruce.
a really typically name him like Thaddeus, like somebody who's supposed to be like a big fighter.
He's Thaddeus. Thaddeus Bruce.
Thaddeus Bruce.
Yeah.
Spruce.
Yeah, Spruce. Named after a tree.
Oh.
Which is why he picks flowers all the time for it.
So is Marty as cool in person as they say?
Oh God.
Definitely not.
Invisible, loudly roll.
I will uninvisible myself, and I will burst into the room, surprisingly. And I'll be like, of course I'm as most fun as anyone else can be, and I will again use thaumaturgy and firebolt, and I will just shoot some things out of my hands and make it seem very grand.
He's going to get himself assassinated.
He has, from once in your past, I'm going to say this because that's how I want it to play out now. But from once in your past, you did a mage hand comic of yourself that was lost. This guy has it. And he's like, I thought you'd be taller. Because in your comic, you're like bigger than life, right?
Yes. No. That's a common misconception here. But I'm really just like you, little people here. I don't like to again boast on things. And as I say, little people, I kind of lean on all set just a little bit. Just like you here. But again, it's not so much about the size of one's abilities. It's the one about their heart and how they perceived and loved by the masses here, which is what again I am assuming that you have done here by again recovering this. I mean, where did you even find this, old man?
I had to pay for it. It's a first edition, I think.
Well, it's the only edition. I've lost this many years ago. Here, I had to go and reprint it off of just my mind. And again, I went on quite a few adventures. I'm sure you've read most of them. Would you like an autograph?
Ego's getting way too big.
Yes.
It's not gonna be able to get out of this building.
Allie's gonna go hit him in the back of the knee. Oh.
I just kind of
Effectively, might turn visible because of that.
Mr. Shimerick, are you okay?
Yes. It's just
The arthritis acting up again.
When you've done as many daring things as I have, I don't know if you read how I single-handedly defeated a Draco Lich and these other things. You get some old war wounds, and they just kind of act up a little bit here. And I'll turn around and I'm like,
I have something for you, sir. And he opens his desk drawer, and he takes out the can of Crimson Minotaur Light that was stolen from the wagon, and he says, "I think this is yours."
Yeah. I hold it. I caress it gently.
I was kind of hoping for a Marty Shimmer with bobblehead.
We were never able to get the bobbleheads to work properly. You know this all set. It was
it's because the horns are.
It was a bunch of decapitated versions of me on the market, which was quite disturbing. It was quite disturbing.
May not have happened on purpose.
Nice.
I will go through the rest of the barrels here with Thad. And I'm going to call him Thad and see if anything's useful for us.
He says, "Hey, we've only got like a few minutes before people come up on break. What are you going to do about everyone downstairs?"
Well, we've already dealt with the foreman, and we've dealt with the what was the other person's name here? Stan, that man.
Well, how many people are downstairs?
Yeah, how many people are downstairs?
It's about 20 workers and a couple of supervisors.
And do any of these 20 workers, do any of them handle the hydras outside?
No, there's a druid outside that handles that.
Very nice. A druid that handles the hydras, very nice.
And the elementals.
What is her name here?
I don't think she has a name. How do you know it was a she?
Druid.
Nameless. That's quite mysterious here. Maybe I should have done that for my mystique here, all set as far as being nameless versus Marty Shimmerwick here, just the figurehead. Never mind. We'll talk about that later.
We normally just refer to her as the elf because she doesn't talk to anyone.
I'm sure she'll talk to me here, someone as charming as myself. But anyways, these 20 workers, they're just regular workers, right? They just, and I'm assuming that they need employment, yes?
Well, yeah, but they're putting together some pretty bad stuff down there.
Like what?
Like it's what they've been paying me to do. And he holds up one of the pages towards Alset, and he says, "This is the one they're making down there right now. It's really not healthy."
Now, how not healthy? Does it turn you into something? Does it just cause gut rot? Does it cause like butt rot? Does it cause things? What does it do to you?
Crotch rot.
It was a good stream. Good night, guys.
Hey-o. No, he says, this one, it gets you addicted to Fiend Energy Potion, and it's one that the owner wants everyone to have because it helps his new project where he has the journal thing and people write to him, and
I grab
it's
him
almost
and I pull
like
him
mind
closer.
control.
I pull him closer and I'm like, "Are you talking about Fiend Book?"
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I heard this from some people here, and I thought it was just a vicious rumor. Are you saying that it's actually being made?
Yeah, there's a lot of it downstairs.
My God. All set. This is the last thing we wanted to have happen. Fiend Book is coming.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to burn the whole place down.
Is the Fiend Book, is it burnable? Do you know that?
Is it what, sorry?
Can we burn the books?
Well, it's kind of a magical tie. He can just make more. You'd have to probably destroy the source.
My God, old man. Also told man, this is the last thing we wanted to have happen here. We need to find this man before he releases Fiend Book into the world and people get addicted to it. They'll be on it nonstop talking about
where's the owner located?
He has a home in Damn it! I wanted, for some reason, Madagascar stuck on my head. What's the name of the main city?
Where the hell is that?
What was the name of the main city again?
Carstone.
Carstone. I don't know why Madagascar stuck in my head.
Thing.
Madagascar, the Madagascar district in Carstone. Is that what
There you go. Yeah. He lives. He's got a home in the high end area of Carstone.
On Dodo Street.
Yeah.
I see. All right. But let's go liberate these workers here. But also, I mean, have you heard about Fiend Book in here? I think our R&D department was talking about it. They told me about it a little bit. Are you familiar with it, old man?
Does that ring a bell to me?
So this guy, actually, Jason, do you want to describe it more?
Sure.
Yeah.
So, Fiend Energy is creating a social media platform called Fiend Book, where they are going to, again, with every purchase of their new drink, they will get a small booklet, and they can write into it, and it will go to their figurehead, a man named that I vehemently hate, named Jack Darkfall, who is their proprietor, like myself here, but not as good looking, not as handsome. And he will get all their information. He'll know what they think of the Fiend Energy. He'll know what they're doing. He'll be able to, again, influence them and write back with messages. He'll turn them into walking zombies, and they will buy nothing but Fiend potions from now on, all set.
And part of the formula that Thaddeus is showing you is one that it forces you to write things that you might not normally write. It makes you kind of get dependent on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we need to scrap that those ingredients.
Does this mean we have to make like Crimstagram?
Ooh, I don't know who just now said that here, but that is a brilliant idea. Whoever said that. Also, write that down.
I
don't have anything to write.
I think it was me thinking out loud again.
Oh, yes, that is good job here. We'll make sure that you get the royalties for that idea.
Fantastic. Oh, I'd love to come work for you. This guy here said I could work for you.
Absolutely. We would love to bring you on board here. We have a brilliant, again, as you can see here, our brilliant all set here. Of course, we have a wonderful werewolf, half orc, half werewolf, half man, somewhere around here.
How many halves is he?
Is that fire getting closer to me? Sounds like it's getting big out there.
So let's
And then we have a wonderful chief of our security here. You can't see her right now, but she's around.
Let's expedite Tusk a moment. So
Chief of security and baked goods. What's up?
Nice. Tusk, you do find there is a loaded crossbow under the bed, and
nice.
There are a decent amount of coins in a box that he probably uses to pay the workers. So, you figure like this, the salary or the day's pay for 25 people is sitting in there. So there's a decent amount of coin.
I'll try to load up the coin so it doesn't get lost in the rubble and grab the crossbow. Does it look like it's special in any way, or is it just kind of...
It just looks like a regular... it's a heavy crossbow that's preloaded. It looks of very good quality, but nothing too special. Maybe you'd have a magic user check it out.
I'll grab it, yeah. I'll just throw it into my bag. My ever-increasingly full bag.
Well, you could fit the box with the coins in your bag, but the heavy crossbow would be bigger than your bag.
That's true. I'll just tie it around my... one of the loops that I have inside my belts, the stash-looking belt.
Okay.
That goes like the Leonardo belt thing. I don't know how to describe it.
Chewbacca bandolier.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
And for fun, during that long-winded time that they had, that I'll have smashed up this room with my axe just for fun.
And my axe.
All right. You know which way they were headed if you want to go catch up with them as we're continuing their conversation.
Is there anything that, like, when I hit the ground with my axe to make damage, was there any, like, weird noises that I heard, like, maybe a safe or anything hidden in the floorboards or anything?
Just a heartbeat.
Give me
just a heartbeat?
Give me
a
wisdom check, please. Perception.
Right.
Perception.
Oh, perception.
Yeah. Because you might have more perception than wisdom.
It's all probably the same.
Yeah, I just didn't know if you might have been proficient.
Oh,
my
jeez.
God.
With a minus 1, 19.
Yeah, so you got a 20. That's a critical success. You do, you break open a part of the floor. There was a trap door, and inside there is indeed a safe.
Oh.
It is I say a safe. It is a metal box that looks like it's locked up very tightly. Heavy duty lock. And
is it attached to the ground, or?
It has runes around where the lock is as well.
Oh, geez. Does it feel like it's attached to the floor or anything?
Give me a strength check.
That I can do.
Yeah, you can do strength.
12?
You're a lot better at wisdom this time around.
I'm going to werewolf out and try again.
I'll let you roll again. Go ahead.
If you don't mind.
I don't mind. Because it's a substantial thing here.
As a check, or as a save, it's a plus. But as a... Okay, there we go.
All right. You are able to get it to budge, but you don't think you can carry this on your own. You definitely need some help.
I will try the runes that were on the door if they match up.
They do not.
Okay.
It looks like it needs a physical key, but it also might be magical in some way, because there is some kind of writing on it. Writing that is neither common nor Orcish, nor I think you had one other in there, but none of the languages that you understand. But it looks magical.
Okay. I'll take that for note, and that means it probably won't be destroyed by regular flame too.
It could be. Could be a fire safe. Yeah.
Yep. I will then, I guess, meet up with the party then.
All right. So then we'll just say that you find your way there as they are talking here about the workers downstairs.
Yep. Yes, I'll say, all right, so the downstairs down from here, correct? That's where they're at, right, Thaddeus?
Yes, straight down. You can take the elevator down. You can press the button over there to get it coming back up. You could ride it down, or you could just take the ladder.
All right, very good, very good. I think we go down there. I make a grand entrance, and we let them know that they have now new jobs at working for us here. All set. What do you think?
Sounds good. I gotta go through the rest of these barrels though, see if there's anything worth taking or destroying.
All right. Well, I can head down there, I guess. As long with my maybe security potentially. I say out loud. And I can maybe sway them over here while you and maybe Tusk, as I see Tusk walk into the room. Tusk, old man. Welcome to meet Thaddeus here. He's a big fan of mine, not yours, but you know.
Hello, Thaddeus. Marty, I found a safe in the room.
Oh, very nice, very nice. All set, I'm sure we'll want to look into that, yes?
Yeah, let's go check it out.
All right. Well, me and Thaddeus will head downstairs, and then, we'll go and get these other workers out of here. And if you guys cannot lift it out, I'm sure maybe we can get the workers, our new workforce, to pull it out for us.
Marty, here's a ledger of all the employees that are currently hired here.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll pocket that.
And Thaddeus says, "You took that from John's office?"
John was his name.
Yeah, John Foreman.
Oh my goodness, John Foreman.
As coincidence.
Say it.
Yes, no, he left. He retired, unfortunately. There was many things that he was doing that was against policy, against practices and things, and so yes, it's unfortunate. But anyways,
he said he left us the safe, but he didn't tell us how to open it.
Yeah, well, that's John for you. Did you know that man here? He just is very bad at his job. I'll grab Thaddeus. I'll turn him around. Come, let's go down this elevator.
Just so you know, I really wouldn't care if you killed him. Did you kill him?
Tusk, did you kill him?
No, they got out the door and never came back. And then I barred the door.
Oh, all right. Well, let's head downstairs, Thaddeus, and whoever else might want to join me.
Tusk's gonna look for stairs because he heard downstairs, and all he sees is an elevator.
Mm-hmm. She'll kind of like tug on your cloak so you know she's there.
The elevator and rope ladder that goes down. But the elevator itself,
why don't you show me the safe?
Can be activated.
Okay, they can go. We'll go to the safe.
All right. So we're going to then take, let's just take a minute on that first. Let's go to the safe first. Because I do need to change maps for the factory. And if you guys have a chance of coming back together, it'll be easier that way.
Oh, so, great.
Where Tusk leads you, I'll say, by the way, you've probably got maybe an hour before this place is really in flames. The flames have already kind of started to spread along the walls, but there isn't a lot in the center to burn. So once it goes up and burns the ceiling, things are going to start falling down.
All right.
So you probably don't have that long. Anyway, safe as I described, metal. It looks like charred steel, iron of some type, and it has a heavy-duty lock on it. It is substantial. It's a couple feet by a couple of feet, and there are runes around the lock.
What language is it?
They are not orc, infernal, or deep speech.
Yeah, they're not any of those.
Or common.
So first off, all set. It is not a language. It is definitely magical writing. It's just symbols that you believe are magical in some way.
That's fine. I can read all writing with my eyes of the Runekeeper ability.
It may need a key. Do you want me to go and hunt them down?
No, we're going to have to probably just bypass that somehow.
Okay, so now reading. So tell me what the Runekeeper thing says. I'm just curious.
It says it's that simple as you can read all writing.
Okay. So it is. All right, I'll do it this way. It translates.
Joe is lost for words.
No, because I know how I wanted to open it, but I like to leave it up to the players to figure out how to do it, rather than me making you find a certain way.
I didn't know if like the runes were a combination and the key's a key. You know, like some states are like that, right?
So there are 4 symbols, and the symbols, in a purely magical fashion, it's like you're hearing a spell as you read it. The symbols read out for fire, air, earth, and water.
Gotcha. All right, so I will use my firebolt on the fire symbol. We'll drop some water on the water symbol. I'll blow on the air symbol, and we'll use on the earth. Put some.
We just need the avatar. It's fine.
Come on,
New mission.
I thought of that as soon as I said it too.
The avatar.
While I was coming up with this, it didn't occur to me, but as soon as I said it out loud, I'm like, yeah, avatar, sure, yeah.
Mr. One for love, we can do 5th element here.
You need the Ang key.
That's what the key was.
So when you do that,
because love conquers all,
the
unlocks all.
The lock twists to where you can clearly see where a key would go. Now you need a key.
All right, I will use acid splash and drop some acid into the locking mechanism to see if I can just.
You're
melt
dropping acid?
He's dropping acid.
Right now?
Take it easy. Yes.
You can do melts acid key.
Yes. Yeah. I will see if I can just melt the locking mechanism, and we'll see if we can open it.
Let's.
Or do you want? I can try to pick the lock. I guess
I take out my random tools.
Go for it, then.
What do you want to do? Let's go with what you want to do first.
Well, I have tinker tools, and you have thieves tools, so maybe I could we could try to work something out.
That was a joke. I don't have thieves
tinker
tools.
Thief.
Well, I have tinker tools, but it's kind of like I could not necessarily thieves tools, but I might be able to work something
because it's magical in nature. I'm going to give you that. Let's go with an Arcana check.
That works for me. I can use my bonus then, because I get anything technological. I get the extra. Whatchamacallit.
Okay.
What the hell is that called? Proficiency?
Extra whatever it's called.
I can't remember what it is. So this would be an extra +2. Can I actually add the +2 here? Or not? Are you situational?
I don't know.
I don't know how that works. I have to add in the
Well, let's see how good the roll is first.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's just do that. Yeah.
I have a mess kit. I don't know
So
what that would
15. It would be 15.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't open via brute magical force.
Okay.
I have another crowbar. I'm gonna try that.
No, well, let's try my acid trick.
If you get enough crowbars in there, though.
Yeah.
We have access to 2 right now, so.
I will just try to melt the lock.
Our crowbar should be laying on the ground somewhere still.
What kind of damage does acid do?
And a hammer.
Oh god. Yes, it's 3d6.
3d6. All right, so roll 3d6, and then I'll give you an idea here, because you can't miss. I mean,
yeah, hold on, I gotta get back to the Foundry thing.
Yep.
I accidentally clicked. I clicked up a bit. That's refreshing.
Don't you all have like 30 screens up?
Yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So based on your first casting of it, if this is going to work, it's probably going to take a long time. Like when you first do it, you can see a very small amount of the metal worn away. And
gotcha.
Your guess would be 20 minutes maybe.
So we're thinking the fire's going to get to us before we could melt through it.
Yeah.
Fire's got an hour, I think Joe said, right?
Well, before the roof falls down on you, ish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Were you? Do you have half orc fire marshal skills?
I can fight the fire if you want.
I fight fire with. What are you going to fight it with, though?
You're wearing those new Crimson Minotaur T-shirts, right? They are flame resistant.
I'm gonna grab the 2 bowls that had soup in them and just start scooping water from the friggin' lake.
By the way, the R&D thought you said flame persistent, and yeah.
Oh no! Oh no! Well,
once they start on fire, they never go out.
No!
I think not bad.
That would be all right for me, but everyone else I don't think that'd be very good for.
Do you think you could make this unlatched from there, or is it the whole box that's heavy?
Is it bolted into the floor?
It's no, because Tusk can budge it. He can move it. It's not attached. It's just extremely heavy. Yeah.
Can you help me try to lift this out of here?
Let's see if I could do. What if I cast frostbite on the door of it and see if we can just break it after I freeze it?
Let's try that one time.
All right, so just roll damage for that, I guess.
Well, we'll let that happen, and then we'll roll. Now, are you both going to try and bust it, or is Tusk going to try and? I mean, what's the next step?
Tusk can use his. What does he have? He has the great axe and he has the club, so I can use the club to smash it.
Okay, let's see how hard you can hit it. You will hit it because you can't miss. I'm not going to let you miss.
Maybe it's an advantage since I froze it.
There's just damage then, or
damage with advantage.
Ooh, must roll the attack roll first. Okay. I guess I'll roll an attack roll then.
Yeah, you could just roll damage. It's okay.
It made me do. There's no advantage, so I got to do it twice then. Normal.
Just crit damage. That's what.
10
okay, or 10 or I got to do attack.
Oh my god!
I should have clicked advantage. I'm sorry.
I'll be all right.
Damage normal.
I've never told somebody to do damage with advantage,
so 10.
So I'm just having fun with it anyway. Same idea. You hit it and you make a dent, but not a very big dent, and it would probably take a while to get this done. Based on what you've done so far, Tusk, you know you can move it. It's just going to take a bit more effort. And probably the best bet would be to get it out of here if you're interested in keeping it now, or let the place burn down and go back after it because you think it might be fireproof.
All said, if you can help me lift this out of here, I think we can get it. I can budge it, but I can't solidly get it.
I'm trying to think how I can help them.
Hey,
get Marty to turn into a giant beast.
Well, my strength sucks. That's why. You know,
hey, Clint on Facebook has a suggestion for Tusk that maybe someone has a key.
Yeah, I assume it would have been the foreman who's gone, or Stan who's also gone. But who knows?
Who knows? Who does?
I would assume a foreman who actually was in danger.
I'm going to run to the door and peek outside after I remove the crowbar, see if they're still standing there.
They are not. I made them invisible just in time.
Did they drop anything?
No.
Okay.
Just drop a key and run.
No luck on the key.
Yeah, no luck there.
Cowards. Maybe Marty can turn into those giant beasts and we can drag that out of there. Or we can just come back for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Thought process.
How heavy do we think this thing weighs? How much heavy?
I mean, we're going to call it at least a couple 100 pounds.
I don't think I could do that either.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of leverage to grab it either. It's it's a matter of it kind of fits where it is, and trying to grab it to pull it out doesn't help.
Tusk's gonna get the other crowbar that he unlodged from the door and put both of them on each side, 2 of the sides, and pull both at the same time and see if you can get some leverage from that.
Well, if you're going to go on either side of it, it might be better to have all set on one side because they're going to be several feet apart.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, that's a big ass safe.
Well, it's a couple of feet by a couple of feet.
Yeah.
And then take the crowbar, and you're going to leverage a couple feet farther from that, so you're talking like 6 feet apart.
All right, here we go.
I mean, you could plank it, I suppose, but why?
Sure.
So both of you then roll strength with advantage.
All right. Checks or how's
strength check with advantage.
Yep.
Which I'm going to need.
Technically, it's with leverage, but I'll say with advantage.
Yeah.
Our rolls, buddy.
Well, I'm not the strength guy. It's totally not my thing.
All right. Do you have Crimson Minotaur? We can check those and then try again.
Yeah. So let's say you guys are right to where you're like, we can't just get this out of here. We're going to need more help. Okay. You come to this conclusion. You're not going to bust it open. You're not going to melt it open. You don't have the key, and you're not able to lift it out. So at this point, the two of you have exhausted your initial thoughts on getting this out of here. The place is getting hot and uncomfortable.
Yeah, let's come back later after the place burns down.
Yeah, let's see what we can do downstairs.
How many parties have finished, sessions and stuff on that note, right? Let's come back after the place is burned down.
At least this podcast.
Yeah. All right, let me take your characters here.
Pretty much.
Fireball the Shack.
Shack, yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna copy.
It's been a few years since I heard that episode.
Yeah, it has been a little while. I'm going to paste you guys in here and then activate that map. Give me just a second. And I had the wrong thing selected. So talk amongst yourselves for a moment while I unscrew what I've done.
So when I first thought I was joining you guys, I thought that when you guys were underground in that one campaign, I was going to be one of the weird townspeople that... when you're trying to find like a well or something I forget how that campaign went, but I was gonna be an underground person. Hi, I'm joining your team.
All right. I almost get it. All right, let me activate it now.
Activation.
Let's make it happen. Captain.
Instead I end up being Miles, and
all right.
Oh, there's a supervisor.
So when you guys go down on the elevator, there are 2 workers there and supervisor. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. On the ride down,
yes.
I am going to again be just regaling Thaddeus with all the amazing things that I've done.
Which reminds me, he was going with you. Let me copy him in there.
And then I'm assuming that Allie would probably be punching me in the back of my knee still.
Only when it gets too much.
Yes. But me and Allie were talking in the chat, and she is going to rummage into my bag and grab a bunch of free T-shirts while she's invisible.
Nice.
And she's going to take those up. And then I'm going to, as the elevator opens up, I'm going to cast my light cantrip so that it looks like a holy beacon of light is coming out of the elevator as it opens up and we walk out.
I like that.
Yes.
Let me... I'm going to put Thaddeus's name out there now. Okay. And with Thaddeus with you, the workers and even the supervisor, they look, and it's like they see him, and it doesn't necessarily process. It's almost like when you guys were first walking through the door, and they just kind of glanced in your direction and then turned back to their lunch. These guys, almost the same thing. They're gone grabbing a couple more barrels and getting ready to load the elevator, and Thaddeus is like, if we don't bother them, they just keep working.
Yes, I walk out and I go, no, we won't bother them, old time boys.
Who's the supervisor down here?
Yep.
Thaddeus, what's his name?
Soup.
And I will walk out, and I'll just walk out from the light, a actual image to behold. And I'll just walk out in a big. I'm like, behold, everyone! I am Marty Shimmerwick, here to save you from your meaningless jobs here at Fiend Energy. Yes, it's all right to be in awe of this here. And then I will cast fire bolts from my hands, and again, just make it as big of a spectacle as I can as I enter in to their underground lab.
Let me give Mr. Supervisor here a little D20. Okay, he the workers are, what's the right word? In awe of what's going on.
Of course you are. I know.
And the supervisor is just more of like, huh?
And I'll walk over to the supervisor and I will put my hand on his shoulder and be like, my friend here, what is your name? Thaddeus, you said this man's name is Soup.
Soupy, yeah.
Soupy, it is a pleasure to meet you. I am Marty Shimmerwick. I know it's all right to be in awe of me right now. How are you doing today, old man?
What?
What?
What the hell's going on?
There's good news.
Calling everyone old again.
There's good news here. We have come to again take over this factory here. Stan and John have already agreed to this, and they have left. We have given them very nice severance packages and things like that here. And we are here to again offer you better benefits, better jobs, and things with Crimson Minotaur. It is your lucky day.
Can we work above ground?
Of course you can. Also, our factory's above ground, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yes. There's windows. There are views. There are many things here. I was even talking with our chief of security and head of our culinary division, and we are creating new opportunities that you will not have here. We have Crimson Blue, which is going to be our culinary school, headed up by our wonderful Aster. She is a 5-star chef, and you can receive the greatest training from her in terms of that. We also offer vision as well.
Is Allie still invisible?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
I'm in charge of gym class.
Yes. We have a wonderful workout program here, a health program here by our wonderful resident Tusk. Yes, here you go.
And
mine.
It's like everybody here. The only person that was even close to Tusk's level was Stan. Everybody else is average and shorter, and so everybody kind of looks up to Tusk at that point too.
Yes, and then I mean, how many workers are around us right now? Is it just those two? And then the
there
supervisor?
are two there, the supervisor, and you hear up in like the northeast corner, you hear some noises.
Take us to your main floor so we can talk to the rest of the workers here. And this is Set here. He is one of our chief scientists. He'll be needing all of the information that you guys have been doing down here in order to transfer this into a better environment and a better working facility. But we will need all that here. But bring me to your main floor here, please.
Give me a persuasion check, please.
All right. Let's see here.
I've already determined you're going to be successful. I'm going to see how successful.
Is the elf anywhere to be seen?
Only 14. Only 14.
Do you ask about the elf also?
I looked first to see if it's,
No.
She's okay. I will ask later, depending on how this goes with Marty and this guy.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you that Thaddeus gave you the indication that she was up top, if you will, surface level with the hydras and the elementals. Because the elementals was her conjuring. That's part of what he was explaining to you guys.
Okay.
And because I'm like cracking and everything now, I don't know how clear I was with everything Thaddeus was saying, but the elf, the druid woman, is responsible for keeping the hydras and summoning the Fiend Energy Potion elementals.
All right, so to the floor, please.
So he leads you. The other guys follow. What I'll do here is let me go ahead and visualize. Make this bigger brush. This whole area that you're going into, like this, and
wow!
Oh,
damn, that really opened up.
So what you see here, although on the screen it looks bluish, it's really the funky green like the swamp water from above. I just didn't change the color on this map. And they're actually, the workers along the edge of the pool are using that to fill the barrels. And they have, in addition to the barrels, there are some crates there with ingredients that they're adding into the barrels and then putting the water in it. So it's like they're doing the mixing here, if you will.
Sept, old man, do you think that that's the water they're using for Fiend Energy drinks?
If it is, that is disgusting.
That is horrible. That's horrid. Oh, my goodness.
I'm going to be sick.
Oh, my goodness.
Thaddeus goes over with you, and he does tell you that, let me get these guys over in the area, too. Let me just drag them, so I'll zoom in on this area a little better. But Thaddeus says, you remember some of those recipes in the book? We add some purifying stuff into it, but, I don't drink it.
Oh my goodness! I would not drink this either. I'll cast thaumaturgy on myself and I'll boom my voice through the cavern and I'll be like, "Workers, aren't you sick and tired here of your horrible working conditions? Raise your hands if you wish to have a better life than this." I'll be like, "See, just like Tusk here, raising his hand, just like this man. He's giving you an example of what you should do."
I'll do it.
Let's do
George.
I like that. So go ahead with an intimidation there for Tusk. And Marty, give me another persuasion roll. We have a new set of folks here.
Oh, man, come on.
Come on. Why couldn't Marty's... On my screen, Marty's knocked your die over to an 18, but it doesn't count.
Sorry, Tusk, as I smack him in the face. I'm sorry, Tusk. I'm sorry.
So they are, for lack of any real different description, they're almost like the other guys when you first met them. They're just, all right, what's going on over here? Whatever. We need to get back to work.
All right. It seems like you all need a little razzle dazzle. Prepare to receive your free T-shirts, and then I will just throw my hands out. And then that's my
F word. Everybody turns. Right. Free.
Allie is going to, as hard as she can, just start chucking T-shirts at people while still invisible.
As long as you don't damage them, I think you're okay.
Yeah.
It's a T-shirt.
It's not actually an attack. So it's your invisible T-shirt cannon then.
Yep, that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just raise my hands up and T-shirts will fly out.
All right. So this is going to impact them in more ways than one. So the T-shirts get out there. And, you can definitely hit a few of them. And by the way, there should be like double what's on the screen. I just didn't want to clutter the screen with people. But there's close to 20 total in this area. You do start to get their attention. And the supervisors, so Soupy and his brother Super, they both walk over. They grab the T-shirts. They're looking at them. And Thaddeus says to him, he's like, "Guys, don't you know who this is?" And both of them are just like looking at the T-shirts, shaking their head. It's been a crazy day so far. Thaddeus says, this is Marty Shimmerwick. And they're still like, what? And he says, "This is a guy you want to work for." So they're all, they kind of stop what they're doing. They're looking at the T-shirts. They're comparing them to their Fiend Energy Potion shirts. Yours are more colorful. Mm-hmm. They're like, so, and one of the workers turns to one of the supervisors and he says, is this like a corporate takeover or something? And they're like, I don't know.
And I walk over to him after the as the T-shirts are flying around. As I walk up, don't worry about that. The T-shirt cannon will keep firing here. Our invisible magic T-shirt cannon will keep firing while it has enough ammo. I'll walk over and I'll be like, "Yes, this is a takeover here, and it is good fortune for you." I look at the worker and go, "Have you complained to this supervisor here about your working condition before? Haven't you wished that you could see the sky and the sun?"
"Well, we go upstairs for breaks."
but to work in the sunlight, though.
You can do that?
Exactly. And haven't you complained to this man? I've seen the HR forms here. I know that there have been many complaints that these people here have just ignored. And you know what? It's not their fault. And I look at the supervisors and I go, aren't you tired of, again, having to mistreat your workers for a horrible company here? I'll tell you right now, I can fast track both of you here with the help of our friends over here, Tusk and Allset, into a management position with Crimson Minotaur.
Well, that,
and I look at the one worker and I go, and you young man, right? Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes. You young man, what is your dreams? What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a real boy. No.
I want to be a dentist.
You're a boy, then you cannot work for us.
I want to go out on the delivery routes where you ride and deliver things, and you spend your days in the outdoors. And
good news, we just had a delivery route opening here as our last delivery drivers. So again, that's perfect.
We also
happen for you.
We also have a naval division if you ever want to see the seas.
That's true. That's true. Is anyone here want to be on the high seas?
Actually, two of them raised their hands.
Ah, yes, you two. Fantastic. This is the dream that we can offer you here at Crimson Minotaur. Only if you decide you want to help us.
And it's like there's a little bit of rumbling. Some of them are talking to each other, and like all together they're like, "Yay!" And they all
much rejoicing.
Yeah, there was much rejoicing. Yay! They swapped their shirts to the Crimson Minotaur shirts.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's right. Oh, well, maybe not everyone take off your shirts here. We don't know if we have enough shirts for everybody.
We can make more.
We're gonna say that there's enough.
Okay, good.
Because you stocked up, right? I mean, we'll just say it works out. And you've got a magic T-shirt cannon, so
absolutely,
it's like loaves to fishes kind of thing.
If you come to work with us, you'll have one for every day of the week.
You'll have what?
A shirt for every day of the week.
A shirt for every day of the week. Do we have that many shirts all set?
He said it's going to be true.
Week,
we'll figure it out.
I think we can make an exception.
It's only 3-day work week, so it works out.
3 day. Everybody else gets a 3-day work week, or you have a 1-day.
Well,
work
that's
week.
what I get.
Yes. For everyone else, again, you'll have your time off. You'll have all these wonderful things here, as long as again you are loyal to Crimson Minotaur.
Well, and they all agree. And the general question is, so where do we go? What do we do?
So first things first, here we need to gather up all of the things here. All set. You might need to tell them what we need here. Is there anything we needed upstairs, gents?
First of all, we have to evacuate. The building is slowly burning down.
There's some
No, the lab's fine.
The lab's fine.
The lab is,
fine.
Any supervisors have keys? You have keys on you?
Keys for what?
All your keys. We need all your keys for
on?
a trust issue.
If you have keys on you, do you have any? Are they used for anything here?
For the doors, for the elevator, yeah.
Anything
and they
more
both
secluded?
have like matching key rings, and they each have several keys on them. Several look like standard skeleton keys for doors, and these two each have a key that's a little bit different, and it is stylized a little different. So one key has like a symbol that Allset you recognize as the same fire symbol that's on that lock. And the other guy has the earth symbol on the extra key on his key ring.
I'll need those extra keys. The fire and earth one.
Sure. They hand over the whole thing if you want it. They're not going to be here anymore, right?
All right.
You already burned all the locks.
Other keys?
What's that?
Anybody else have any special keys like these?
Well, the foreman and Stan.
All right, sounds good.
And then while they're doing things here, I'll kind of lean down and I'll whisper to Allie. I'm like, Allie, maybe you should do a once over of this place to see if there's nothing suspicious as far as they have those fiend books laying around. We want to make sure that we get those and get them out of here.
You can't see it, but I'm nodding.
Thank you.
Allie also nods at the drive-thru when they ask if she wants fries. Yeah.
Ma'am, could you please answer the question?
All right. So yes. Now, Soupy and Super, the elven person outside here.
The druid.
Is she? Yeah, the druid. Yes. Do you know her personally?
No, no one really knows her.
Okay, but where is she at typically in the above? Do you know around roughly where she's at?
There's kind of like a bush that is really a hut.
Oh, all right. Well, maybe you can point that out to us here. I need to offer her a job as well. That's part of the takeover here. We offer everyone who is employed a chance to work for us. And then these fiend books, those aren't being manufactured here, are they?
No, but we have them here. On the other side of the elevator where some of those crates are.
Ah, yes. Did you hear that, everyone? Everyone, they're on the other side.
Another
of the
invisible nod.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm sure everything's fine. All right.
So, Allie, there are 2 crates right near, so southwest part of our map here. There are 2 crates and a little puddle of water down there. Those crates have, they're like loaded with these pamphlets that are the little fiend books.
Shall we just burn them?
Are there any more organizations like this? Any more labs that you're aware of?
Thaddeus tells you, no, this is it, man. I'm the only chemist, and this is the only factory.
Oh, well, then we have struck a decisive blow here for Crimson Minotaur. So well done, everyone. Well done. Sept, is there anything else we need down here?
Yeah, is there anything else down here? Any hidden
Allie, did you find anything while you were snooping around?
She'll just pop back through the door, like with her arms full, visible now.
Ah, yes, all right. So, our chief of culinary designs, and of course our chief of security as well.
She'll quickly hand it off to Allset so she can take a nice little bow.
What am I getting handed?
The fiend books. The fiend books.
Some of them, at least, what she could carry.
Yes.
Yeah, there are.
Burn these?
There are literally thousands of them.
Are they flammable?
They appear to be made of paper and some amount of magic.
So I'll see if I can just burn one normally, see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, if you just use a flame bolt or
Yep, firebolt.
Yeah, firebolt. Yes, it does burn.
All right.
Beyond recognition, burn like to ash. Yes.
Yes, we'll just toast the rest of these then.
All right. And then I'll say this. All right, Allie, I think that maybe you and Tusk, while Allset is down here burning things, maybe we go up and we try to call out to this elven person and offer her a job. What do you think?
Do you speak Elvish?
No, but I don't speak many things, and I'm pretty good.
Well, let's just wait until I can get up there.
He doesn't speak it, but he is an Elvish impersonator.
That's true. That's very true.
Oh, no.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Get the fried peanut butter sandwich.
All right. Well, fine. Maybe we have the workers burn the books then, and we make them upside, and we all go up and we try to call out to this elven woman.
So the books, the one thing I did want to mention, when you burn it, it gives off a very foul smell.
Oh,
so,
yes. I don't want to be around this here. This sounds not like work for me.
It's like the kind of thing where it might be a deterrent to burning one on your own, that it smells so bad that you don't want to do it, type of thing. So let's take a look back above ground.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys are, I guess, let's say with the amount of time you've spent, the entirety of the main building is now like it's all fallen, the roof's fallen in. There is embers flying up into the air. There's tons of smoke.
Yes.
The vast majority of the main building is now burned down.
Yes.
Practically.
Everyone get together here. I would like to take a group portrait here real quick in terms of this here, so for recording for posterity reasons. Strike a pose, everybody.
And Thaddeus like, can I be in it?
Of course, Thaddeus, you can be in it. Of course you can.
Oh, that's awesome.
Also, this can go out in our monthly newsletter as well.
How do you get the stone bridge up, Thaddeus? You know how that works?
There is pressure plate in this part, the part where you normally walk on. And he points to where when a wagon goes onto that, it activates the whole thing to raise up.
Very nice.
So
and
it just needs enough weight.
Does that stone path move the large beastie out of the way?
It'll lift it up. They don't like it. As soon as it starts moving, it'll move away from it. They don't like it.
How do we get them to leave us alone?
You gotta talk to the elven lady.
Oh, yes, okay. That's right. I wasn't here for that.
Thaddeus, which bush over here does she live in?
There is... So he kind of points over to... Let me go ahead and grab that red pencil and make a big X right there. So he points to that spot right to the left, that kind of island in the middle. And that is... So I'll put a circle and an X and a horrible drawing with my mouse.
Well, let's walk over there and introduce ourselves. And what do you say, everyone?
We have to get close to one of those Hydra for that.
What can we see over there? I'll bring out my telescopic lens if I need it.
Well, I mean, if we walk on the bridge, I think we're safe from the Hydra, right?
No, we weren't safe before.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, for that particular Hydra that's right there, it seems like it might be out of reach. Or
let's see if we can get her attention.
Yeah, they couldn't get closer to the building, but they could go over the bridge.
Oh, okay, to go over the bridge. Okay, my apologies.
And they could reach the bridge. Yeah. They were attacking, right? But so all set. You look and you see, it's definitely, because Thaddeus told you that it's a hut. You can definitely make out that it's a hut, but it's almost like you wouldn't have known it if it wasn't pointed out to you.
Right.
But it is very, very camouflaged in with the surroundings. And it looks like it goes up maybe 6-7 feet. The only thing that really tips it off is it's slightly taller than almost all of the swamp bushes and swamp grass that you were around before.
How do the staff members get past the big lizard people, creatures out there, Thaddeus?
The Fiend Energy Potion shirts are their indicator not to attack.
Oh, all right. I'll look back for some of the workers who have now taken their shirts off. Can we just have those shirts, please? Can I just have one of those? Preferably a clean one. Who here is the cleanest?
Thaddeus says, he points to the smoldering ruins and says, "Oh, the clean ones were in there."
Well, fine, then I'll just take one of your shirts then, Thaddeus, if you don't mind.
Are there extra ones lying around somewhere?
So Thaddeus's shirt...
All 20 workers took off their shirts, I believe.
They did.
There should be shirts.
But they're all still down there, cleaning out their lockers and what have you, right?
Put back on your shirt so the Hydras don't kill you.
Well, let's go downstairs real quick. I'll run down. We'll go downstairs. We'll get 4 shirts that will fit us and then head back up.
Okay. And now between, Thaddeus having spare shirts in his room and the workers, yes, you can get shirts.
Okay, all right, and then I will boldly stroll out onto the docks to see if they actually work.
Yeah, and as long as you don't care about stepping in a foot of water, you can walk the stone path.
Okay, fine. I do care because I have new boots on, but that's fine.
Well, you could fly and pretend you're walking on the water.
It's all right. I'll move over. I want to show that I'm still a man of the people here.
You want
there you go.
Ride?
Oh yes, Allie. If you
try to throw you.
Allie, if you wouldn't mind carrying me.
Piggyback ride.
Allie will just princess carry him.
The halfling carrying the...
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Allie.
Carrying Marty over the threshold.
She's up to her neck in water carrying it.
Yeah, pretty
Hey! He said a foot!
About a foot.
I know, I said what I said.
All right, so as she carries me over the bridge, I'm like, thank you, Allie. You are, I don't know if I've ever told you this, you are my favorite.
I heard that.
Well, he'll tell that to anybody who's helping him at the moment. It's fine.
All right, and then, so here we are, all set. Do you want to knock on the bush?
Is there a door to this house?
You can tell that there is an entrance, but it's like swamp grass. I wanted to pronounce that clearly.
Knock on the bridge.
Yes.
That looks almost like it would be curtains.
Yeah.
Or should we just yell for her?
I will say some generic elven greeting then, since I don't know exactly what kind of elf clan.
How do you say friend in Elvish?
Entaro Exegator.
Melon.
Speak, friend.
Speak, friend, and enter.
So who else speaks Elvish? I know Marty doesn't. He's just an Elvish impersonator.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So I have the sequins and the lavish outfits.
There you go.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Come out here.
Marty would
You ain't
definitely
nothing but a
wear a
hellhound.
jumpsuit.
Mm-hmm.
Allie, do you speak Elvish? No?
I got common and halfling.
So then I guess only Alset would understand the response. You do hear back, who is that outside? Is that the end of the episode?
No, it's Monty Shimmerwick and his friends.
Nobody else understood that.
We can check the old Sanskrit on that. Yes, it is.
Actually, I think it was one more hour.
No.
Everybody's always pronouncing it wrong. It's fine.
That's true.
terrible.
That's true.
It was just an Elvish this time. It could probably
Marty has heard the end of the episode so many times across this here that he understands in any language.
in any language. It's the first multilingual end of the episode, I think.
There you go.
It's in Esperanto.
There you go.
Nice. So cool. We're going to wrap this one up for now, and we will be back in 2 weeks, I believe. And we'll catch you folks again as we come back around. Let me just switch to us here. Great fun tonight, y'all. Really,
I'm sure this went exactly as planned.
Yes,
Always.
Joe expected a lot more fighting.
Yeah. Well, no, I expected a little bit less interaction with the management individuals. I expected like dealing with one thing and then figuring out if it was going to be fighting. I actually had mentioned this separately outside of the stream last time we played, that one of the things I was most interested in seeing was how you guys, and specifically Marty, would handle workers of the opposing company. Would they be adversaries or would they be somebody to win over? That's really what I was thinking. I was most interested in learning that. And I'm very happy with the way it turned out, which is why I tried to skip initiative the whole night. Yeah. I tried to just let it all play out.
I think if the workers themselves were more like the management, Stan and them, maybe it would have turned into a fight. But because they seem to be like, oh, I'm just a worker, I'm like, oh no, we have to give them. We can do better than this.
Yeah, and I really like the way it turned out.
We all know that we don't get paid enough.
Yeah, and you never paid enough at the job you have, but you hope to get paid enough at the job you almost got, and now you got it. Now they're not going to pay enough, and you want another one.
Yes, anyway. and again, timing was perfect. We need new delivery drivers, so I mean we're good.
Tusk happy either way. You could kill them, you could just let them leave. That's fine.
And I'm sure subconsciously I knew it.
You have new deckhands for your boat.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, for sure.
Allie has
increase another boat or two.
Yes, Allie's going to have some cooking interns for her as well. I mean, it all works out.
Yeah, exactly. You can beef up the cafeteria. But I'm sure subconsciously I knew it when I was saying it, but it didn't occur to me, Jason, until after you said that we need new delivery drivers. It didn't occur to me that we had just killed off the other ones while I was saying it. And I was like... Yep. Because I really thought these guys want to just get out on a delivery route. They just want to get out and explore the world, per se. And I was like, well, that's what I want them to do. And then you're like, hey! And then I was like, damn it, we just killed them off.
Oh, yeah!
I was like, it was perfect. It was perfect setup. I was like, brilliant.
Worked great. All right, everybody, let's have a great night. And for now, we can wrap this one up, and we can all say, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yes, we almost went with a dental plan, but Allie made a good point when we were chatting that Crimson Minotaur is probably very sugary and it'd probably get more cavities, so it'd be more expensive to do a dental plan versus a vision plan.
For sure.
And now we have Crimson Blue.
Crimson Blue. The Crimson Blue.
The new boat is called the Wake Over.